What's up everybody, this is X35 Earthwalker, the one true Earthwalker, the legendary and eternal soldier himself. Welcome back to another awesome video, and this is some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters gameplay. As always, I'm just going to do this commentary over the video raw. This match was from some time back, and this was back when I was really enjoying the World Chalice, World Legacy type build. And if you know me, you know that I originally hated these monsters, hated this archetype, whatever you want to call them. They sucked, and I wanted nothing to do with them. Then I started to get a bit deeper into them, and before you know it, I end up now really liking them, which is so funny. So hopefully you see my first gameplay video of them. So let's see what's going on here. So you managed to get out the main guy. He's the only one. Well, he's not the only one. 3 of them get those special entrances. The girl, the young boy, and the older sibling. His name begins with N. Insigua? I can't remember. So here we are. Now I remember this duel because it was a hard-fought battle, and I remember specifically because I was trying to leave. Like, I had something I had to do. You know when you're just like, oh, I got 20 minutes left or 15 minutes left, whatever. You know, I can time for one more duel. But this duel ends up being the one that takes forever. Because the opponent you're up against is some loser who just does all the lamest stuff to keep him going. Like that trap card he's got in his back row in the center. That trap card's a problem. And he had this one monster. This one card which was super cheap. I'll say overpowered. And he held up the whole game. If it weren't for that monster, I would have destroyed this guy some time ago. So I had to build around, and you're going to see it when the video skips, because the video has only certain parts of the match. I don't have everything one whole recorded. I mean, when you're recording from an Xbox, you have to work with what you got. You know, it's not the same as just doing it with PC. You let it record for 2 hours straight. No. So some parts is missing, but I can fill you guys in. So I'm going with the standard. Use the ability. What did I go for there? Did I go for another? I'm gonna be honest, at this point I was still kind of like annoyed with how the link summoning didn't make all that much sense to me at times. Wait, was this my first misplay? Hold up, let's see. It's gonna be my first misplay actually. So now I've got 2 of these guys out here. And I've got the crown. Oh, that's why I did that. Yeah, so I can get the crown. The whole point of the crown is, it's like if you now try to bust out some special or mega level monster, my crown's gonna make sure you're not about to do that. That's what the whole point of the crown is. Here we go. Shot card activates. Look at that. So now obviously I can't beat his dragon. His dragon's a bit too big and bad for me. But there was something I could do. As you can see, I've got the what's it called? World Sword in my hand. But I didn't want to use it because when you have powerful cards like that, you don't want to just use them all out, especially on the offensive. You want to use it to maybe save your life or get something else rolling. So I held on to that card. So I've got the World Chalice, I've got the World Sword, and then now there's the World Crown. Now if this World Crown goes in the grave, which I predicted he would, because I knew since this guy was going meta and he had some few cheap cards in there, I assumed that he's again another meta deck low IQ player. So I knew he was gonna fall into my trap. I knew he's gonna see the crown, but he's not gonna care what the crown is. Like, I betted he's not going to use the crown. Once the crown goes to the grave, my 2 boys with the swords in the field, the chosen warriors, or whatever they're called, they're going to get stronger. So then have 2,600. You see the effect right there on the screen. You can pause the video whenever you want. There it is, the legendary white dragon. So he's already going with a top tier deck. Not S tier, but if someone wants to argue it's S tier, I don't blame you. Blue Eyes is now incredibly ridiculous. Not as ridiculous as Dark Magician. Blue Eyes takes more skill than Dark Magician. Dark Magician has so many cheap broken cards. So there it is. The legendary white dragon is here. And then he did this. I knew he was going to do this. If he just attacked, he would have had the advantage, but he didn't. Now look, now that he brought this card in, which like YouTubers use, so of course being brain dead, he's like, I'm going to copy those YouTubers, not think for myself. He brought out that monster and, well, he used this effect. So now my crown activates. And I was laughing when this happened. I was like, dude, really? You didn't stop to read what the crown does? Let's ignore the giant elephant in the room or the giant crown in the room. So now he just lost his monster. Well, of course, he's a desperate player, so there you go. So now my monsters are stronger, 2,600. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this is the weakest ritual summoning card there is. I have that card. I don't use it because it's so lame. It's cheap. It's just too easy. Oh, let me just throw this from my deck and then bust out this guy. Now that this guy's here, we have a problem. But remember I said he's a low IQ player, so he's gonna do a desperate move. Oh, okay. Now he went to 5,000, and I was like, okay, that's good, but it doesn't matter because. You see that sword in my hand? Yeah, I'm just going to send that to the grave, and there you go. Now I have to apologize to you guys. The moments that happened before this got skipped. You see that monster up there? Now this is an edit within an edit. Hold on, guys. Let me quickly explain what this card does. This card, first of all, a beautiful design looking card. Not only is it cannot be destroyed by battle, and declare one type and member state destroys all monsters on the field of that type, but also until neither player can special summon monsters with that same type until the end of the next turn. So think of it this way: if you was using Blue Eyes and you was busting out dragons, he used this effect and destroyed your monster for 1 turn. You think, okay, no, it was my turn. I'll summon. No, you can't. You're not bringing out any more dragons. Like it shuts you down. I really hate cards that just don't let you play. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's what it does, so you guys get the full context of why it brought me down to 700 life points against World Chalice. That's the cheap monster I was telling y'all about. So as you can see, I'm down to 700 life points. Not everything got recorded. There's a big gap in between it. Some stuff got lost. So basically, fully win. I had to end up playing for the back foot because of that monster up there. Basically, he cannot be destroyed by effects. Still be targeted. But he also has the ability where every turn he selects one monster type, and every monster of that type on the field just gets destroyed. So monsters that are like, oh, he cannot be targeted, they are not immune to that. They still can just get destroyed. So he's been on the back foot. So remember, I'm not using a top tier deck. I'm not even using a high tier deck. I'm not like, this is World Chalice. They're not up there. They don't stand a chance against Blue Eyes. So I'm playing for the back foot. I've been doing some recycling. I've been doing some trying to survive. And I figured I just gotta get rid of that monster. Either I out-muscle him with attack points, but I didn't have like, all the greatest stuff. So get the butterfly out here. I think the butterfly's name is Lee or something like that. I believe it's Lee. If I'll stop scrolling through these cards so quickly, and I was like, oh wow, so I was going for the sword. I mean, why not? I mean, this is one of the abilities I underestimated about the chosen by the World Chalice Link monster. You can just bring him out from the grave. And with 3,000 attack points, that's actually kind of crazy. So I was here going over my head, like, how do I go about this? Because World Chalice being a much weaker deck, it takes a lot of IQ. You have to think, because you can play multiple different ways, and if you take the wrong way, you're just gonna lose. It's like I had to think about what can I do that's gonna make me win. So as you see, I'm just flicking for all the options. I'm linking through my link summons. I'm looking for everything, and I thought, okay. So I'm not gonna attack the girl because I remember he put out that with the eyes of made with the eyes of blue, and he was using that to stall the match as well. He was just trying to stall for time so he can get that monster. So at that point now, his monster is there. But believe me, the gameplay got lost. That monster caused me so much trouble, and I didn't have the cards to beat him at that time being. That's why I'm down to 700 life points, guys. Trust me. I went from 8,000 life points, him losing his Chaos Mass Dragon, him losing his Xyz Dragon to my crown. My crown killed it, my sword killed the other one. To me having 700 life points and he in the lead with 7,100 untouched this entire time. That's what that one stupid monster did. Again, cheap monster. So at this point I was annoyed because I needed to leave to go somewhere. Well, it was alright. So as you can see, I got the Crusader Crawler face down. Now I'm saving this card because it's actually very good with the World Chalice. Especially with my chosen by the World Chalice Link monster. If I did this record, before I did like the commentary for this video, I should have just do a quick search. What is the name of that monster? I just can't remember. Now notice he's still got his made of eyes of blue there. It's just stalling. And I don't respect players who just stall. He stalled, he used a cheap monster, there's no skill involved. So what is the Crusader Crawler? This basically allows you to get a free card. Okay, now where you position him is important. He's got to go to a space where your Link monster is pointing to. So I went for the right side. Now I can use his effect. So it's excellent because it's like it guarantees you get a card unless he's going to stop that. And again, we have all these options before. He's like, I was thinking of multiple things that I could do to go for it, but I decided to settle with one card instead. It was the field spell. Now, of course, I'm in the future now, so I don't know what I was exactly thinking at that moment. And I'm just wondering, is the field spell like the card to get? Probably didn't go for the continuous spell because I already had the World Legacy God Dragon in my hand. Maybe that's why. So we get an additional 300 attack points. We summon out Lee. Lee, of course, gives us a free card, which is very important. And Lee is essential to your World Chalice decks. And here we go. We've got another World Chalice. Should I be calling them World Legacy? Or whatever. You guys can correct me on that. A humble person can learn. You know what I say? God lifts up the humble, but he resists the prideful. I hate pride as well, man. If you're too big to take erection, you're too big in your head. In your own head. So here we go. Here he is. My big dragon. Now, I question the fact that I put my dragon there. Now it does offer some form of protection because now that he's considered linked, you know, the little dog in my hand, I forgot what it's called, that little the little baby guard dragon thing, he's there. So there is some form of protection. So again, I'm contemplating, and I'm not really expert on how these links work. I don't know lie, I'm not 100% there. So I was like, okay, Lee would attack her, because I had like confidence that his face and cards is not really gonna be a problem. To activate his effect, he's gonna get a free dragon. I'm sure you can figure out what I wanted to do. I'll destroy that, the dragon comes out, and then my other monsters will attack and destroy it too. Should be another fast forward. Now as you can see, he lost 700 life points. Basically what happened is he brought blue eyes, but he put it in an attack position. I attacked with my chosen linked monster. He took 700 points of damage, but I think I refused. I can't remember if he stopped me or not, but I did an attack on my guard dragon. I don't know whether I was concerned about the face down cards. I have to look over it for myself. It could have been something else that stopped me. But since he activated Harpy's Feather Duster, I was like, okay, let me use my face down card so my Lee, because my butterfly was exposed. If only 400 attack points, we would have been in trouble. We would have only had 100 attack points. So now I brought out the other linked monster right there. Remember guys, I don't have no script. You know, I just do things raw here. So that way he can't, because if he busts out a monster strong enough with 700 life points left, he just summoned out, for example, Luster Dragon. Luster Dragon would win him the duel, so I had to be careful. I was like, I can't just like leave Lee at this. I used this before he destroyed it with Harpy's Feather Duster. That was literally in self-defense right there. Self-defense, you can put that in the Constitution as well. So it's back to my turn now. What did we draw here? World Legacy Clash, an excellent card. World Legacy Clash is very strong. Now it's even very popular even during the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links as well. People really love that card, and for good reason. It was very strong. You know, in fact, it was a quick spell as well. Use it to evade dangers and troubles. Come on now. Oh, here we go. So we got rid of the lovely lady. You know, she did a service. Ib. That's her name. How can I forget a 2-letter name? Ib. Yo, man, I've been doing so much hard work and projects. I can't remember Ib. Shout out to whoever names their daughter Ib. There we go. So now we remove the chalice using Lee's abilities. The chalice effect now activates. So of course I'm going to bust out 2 new monsters from the deck. As you can see, my selections are getting kind of thin. That's how you know this duel's been going for a long time. When your options are getting kind of slim picking, you have to pick between a salad with tomatoes, a salad with a leek, and a salad with asparagus, and then there's eggs and bacon. It's like, you know, you're running low on ingredients. There we go, busting out the sword again. You gotta put respect to this Link monster's name. Like, I feel a bit bad that I used to diss these cards. I hated World Chalice. Oh, y'all don't. Oh no, Divine Wrath. Now I remember. It's funny watching this back. Now I remember that card messed me. But then again, when he destroyed my monster, that ruined my plan. That saved him. But his effect activates. I did activate it, right? Yo, press select. Please tell me I activated it. No, I'm not about to argue with my past self, alright? The future me is wiser and older. Okay, so I did activate the effect. I was about to say, because that's a free monster right there. And the Lee's effect activates, you know, give me a free card. So his Divine Wrath was bad, it saved him, but it was also bad for him because he had to discard the whole card. Like, I know cards in his hand, he's surviving, but those cards on the field. By the way, I still needed to go somewhere, so I was really actually vexed with this guy, because it's like, dude, you're literally just holding me up. I need to go. Literally. I was also watching the clock at the same time, so I wasn't 100% planning everything out as well as I could have, because I was just thinking, I just need to get going. So there's 2 direct attacks. I was obviously confident that the face down cards weren't going to be a problem, because we don't have problems over here. We have only solutions. That's the way. So we got a clean shots in. So now 1 smack from my big bad dragon, and he gonna be going home. Like this loser should be, wasting my time. This guy really held on, man. He wanted to do a whole Marek and Yugi thing going on, but yo, dude, you're not Marek. You're definitely not Marek, man. Let's see. Oh, he's using the trap card. Wait for it. Look at that. He had the Shadul cards. Like, I can't respect players like this. He has Shadul, the Chaos Mask Dragon, that Excorian card dragon thing that gave me so much trouble, and it was Blue Eyes, and rocking Harpy's Feather Duster. I'm done, man. I'm done. All against World Chalice. Like, literally, I'm the little guy here. Except for IQ. My IQ is way higher than his. So let's see. So He didn't summon anything, and last time his face down card didn't stop me, so I was thinking, okay, I've won. But even so, you know, you don't want to get too cocky with it. You know, you don't want to get too cocky with it, because what if he does something he didn't do last time? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to attack, and I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to use my big monster. I'm going to bait him, just in case he has a plan. The suspense. It goes through. I was like, okay, let me attack with the other little guy. I'm not going to attack with my big dude. And now it's victory. I was like, alright, get this trash out of here, because I need to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and check out all the other stuff we have. Regardless of what's going on, make sure to do the Earthwalk, and I'll see you guys around.